Hi, I'm Barbara Cooley-Thaw. This is my home here in Bell Acres. Welcome to our jazz series. I've been a board member on Sweetwater Center for the Arts for 10 years, I would say.
Plus.
10 years plus, but who's counting?
And I'm Barb Pontello, and I'm the acting executive director of Sweetwater Center for the Arts. I've been on the board for 10 years also, and it's been an honor and privilege to be involved with such a wonderful organization.
To Sweetwater Center for the Arts 6, Jazz. This is our last one. It's a bittersweet evening. We had a reschedule from 2 weeks ago, so thanks for coming back. My name is Barbara Cooley-Thaw. We live here, and we are thrilled to have everybody come and join us this evening. Welcome to Sweetwater Center for the Arts. We have been celebrating jazz this whole summer with 6 amazing concerts. In a bow to COVID, we've been doing it outside, actually at our house here in Bell Acres, and it has been very well received, and we are enticed to do it again next summer, though I think in between we're going to do jazz indoors in February.
Thanks, Barb. I'm also with Sweetwater Center for the Arts. I'm the acting executive director, and Sweetwater is celebrating its 45th plus 1 anniversary. We weren't able to celebrate last year, so we've been a part of the Swickley community and the actual region here in southwestern Pennsylvania for 45 years, and it's been an honor and a delight to be part of the community. Sweetwater is a nonprofit organization, and we offer classes, we offer events, we have a gallery with exhibitions for the year, several during the year, and we also just initiated the Guild at Sweetwater for the Arts for professional and master artists in the area. So Sweetwater is their new home. We probably have 300 classes a year. And they are for all ages and all experience levels, and we like to say that art is for everyone.
One of the things with COVID, of course, everybody was struggling to find things to do, and we had shirts made, Art is Not Canceled. We continued our programming. We had to get very creative. For 25 years, well, I guess next year is going to be 25 years, we've had a festival called Mavuno, which means First Harvest in Swahili. Last year, because of COVID, we could not be inside, so we did a self-directed tour of Black Swickley. So we had the Black YMCA, we had the Black churches. It was extremely, extremely popular. We could tell it was an app people downloaded, so we could see how that went. We also did have a retrospective of our gallery exhibitions over the last, 10 years. So we were able to do that. So again, Art was not canceled. We kept going with Mavuno. Look forward to it again in September, October.
Right.
The events will be coming out again there too. And it celebrates Black history, Black art, and our
culture.
Community and the culture.
Mm-hmm. And this will be the 25th year for Mavuno, so that's a special celebration. Celebrating Black art, culture, history is not new to Sweetwater. There's a rich history in Sweetwater because of the industrialists that came out this way that wanted to escape the smog in the city. And so they came out this way. They took their carriage rides, and they brought all of the folks that assisted them, gardening, etc. And now everyone lives in the community. And it's a very diverse community, so it's very exciting. So at Riverfront Park in August, we will also be celebrating our 45th anniversary there, and our Mavuno, some of our Mavuno events will also be at Riverfront Park. So everyone is invited out to do that.
Finally, I would like to mention one of our most popular events is Holiday Mart. Art. We have artists that have contributed their handiworks, which their textile, their pottery, their jewelry, and that's become a very popular event. Last year we did it online. This year I believe we're going to do it in person. and online, best of both worlds for those people like me who are not big on shopping, and you can sit there and type in. But if you're looking for those unique gifts and not something cookie cutter, Holiday Mart has been very popular for people buying those Christmas gifts. So it's the beginning of December, so you get a jump on your holiday shopping.
And again, we have lots of activities there. We have a kitchen at Sweetwater. We have a full and complete ceramic studio, so if you've never tried that, that's a lot of fun. So we offer classes in culinary, in drawing, painting, ceramics, classes for teens, classes for children, classes for preschool. We have music lessons. We have individual instructors, music, piano, etc., that you can take there as well. So we have a very wide offering, and again, we think we have someone for everyone, and we hope you'll come join us.
Thank you very much. I just want to say tonight we have a sponsor is a couple, but I have to give him a shout out specifically. Pete and Ann Schlick are our sponsors tonight for tonight's jazz. But in addition, Pete is a board member, and he's one of those tireless financial, making it happen and checking on this and that. So tonight we thank him for that, but year-round we thank him for all his efforts there. So without further ado, please welcome Jessica Lee and Mark Strickland.
So before we start, I think we should give a round of applause for Barb and her gardens. What a wonderful world and sea. I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom now for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, yeah, clouds of white, bright blessed day now, dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people passing by. I see fresh shaking hands, how do you do? They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry, we watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we will ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world, yeah. colors of the rainbow, pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands. How do you do? They're really saying hi. I so love you. Yeah. I hear babies cry. We watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I will ever know. Think to myself, what a wonderful world, yeah. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful Thank you, everybody. This is Mark Strickland, one of our jazz legends on guitar. The third time is a charm. We tried to do this concert twice before and got rained out. And so we're really glad to be here today. As we come off of the last 14 months in the pandemic, it's been just a joy to come out and be able to do some live shows again. And right before the pandemic hit in early March, Mark and I were at the Carnegie in Carnegie, the Carnegie Music Hall in Carnegie with George Jones on conga, drums, and percussion, and with the great Lou Stalute on saxophone. And we were doing a show just before the lockdown, honoring Maxine Sullivan. And I'd like to just say a quick word about Maxine. I don't know how many people remember her. Does anybody remember the singer from Pittsburgh, from Homestead, Maxine Sullivan? She was 4 feet, 11 inches tall, and they called her the pint-sized songstress. And she sang with Earl Father Hines, and really back in the early days. She put the ing in swing. She invented that kind of soft lilting jazz vocal style, and she influenced Billie Holiday and Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan and Peggy Lee. And many people remember Louis Armstrong and the song we just did, What a Wonderful World, but people tend to forget Maxine. So if you go home and you go onto YouTube and put Maxine Sullivan, and you'll see that she performed well into her later years, and she influenced so many of us jazz singers. She did a song called Come Rain or Come Shine. I'm going to risk it and sing it. If it rains, it is my fault. Come rain or come shine, remembering Maxine Sullivan. I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river. Come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true. If you let me, you're gonna love me like nobody's loved me. Come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, won't it be fine? Yeah, yeah. Days may be cloudy or sunny, we're in or out of the money, but I'm with you always, I'm with you, rain or shine. I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you, come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river, come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true. If you let me, you're gonna love me like nobody's loved me, come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, won't it be fine? Yeah, yes. Days may be cloudy or sunny, in or out of the money, but I'm with you always, I'm with you, rain or shine. I am with you always, I'm with you, rain or shine. I am with you always, I'm with you, rain or shine, rain or shine. The Pint-Sized Songstress returns. Mark and I, we put out during COVID a little bit of a live CD, and we're using it mainly to benefit charities. And all the songs have a tie-in to Miss Maxine Sullivan from Homestead in Pittsburgh. So tonight we're doing a little bit of a crossover, a fusion set. And so I want to go next to something that Peggy Lee actually recorded, but Ray Charles wrote. And so we're going to go to the rhythm and blues side a little bit here. And this is Hallelujah, I Love Him So. Dog. Let me tell you about this boy I know. He's my baby, lives next door. Every morning before the sun comes up, he brings me coffee in my favorite cup. That's how I know, yeah, I know, Lord. Hallelujah, I love him so. Now when I call him on my telephone, I tell him I am all alone. By the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear him on my door. Every evening when the sun goes down, when there is nobody else around, kisses me, holds me tight. He tells me, baby, everything is alright. That's how I know, that's how I know. Hallelujah, I love him so. Trouble and I got no friends, I know he'll go with me on till the end. Everybody asks me how I know, smile at him, say he told me so. In the evening the sun goes down, when there is nobody around, kisses me, holds me tight. He tells me, baby, everything everything is alright. That's how I know. Yeah, that's how I know. Oh, baby, I love him so. Ray Charles wrote that one. Thank you. Hallelujah. I love him so. This next song is also a bit of a crossover song, and it's called Get Here. One of the nicest things that I've seen post the lockdown, just people being able to get outside and be together and hug each other again and things like that. And so when I sing this song, Get Here, I think about, the oldest ones hugging the youngest ones, and some of the visuals I've had as people have come back together and seen each other again for the first time. Get Here. You can reach me by railway. You can reach me by trailway. You can reach me by airplane. Reach me with your mind. You can reach me by caravan. Across the border like an Arab man. I don't care how you get here. Get here if you can. You can reach me by sailboat. Climb a tree, swing rope to rope. Grab a sled, slide down slope into these arms of mine. You can jump on a speedy coat, cross the border in a blaze of hope. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. There are hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. If I had my way, surely you would be closer. I need you closer. There are hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. If I had my way, surely you would be closer. I need you closer. Well, you can windsurf into my life, or take me up on a carpet ride. You can make it in a big balloon. You better make it soon. Thank you. So, during the pandemic, a lot of the venues shut down. Many of the musicians and performing artists were all out of work, and everybody had to learn to use Zoom. And I want to say a big thank you today to one of those musicians who had to, find some other ways to make it work. He's in the back. If everybody turn around and look at Brando, he's our beautiful sound engineer. Let's put our hands together for Brando and thank him for being with us tonight. We all had to find a way, he's a wonderful musician as well, to make things work virtually. And I'm going to sing a classic jazz and blues song right now called God Bless the Child. God bless the child who's got his own, who's got her own. It was rough, but we all made it through. And we want to thank those of you who have supported the arts through the pandemic. God bless the child. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible said, and it still is news now. Mama may have, Papa he may have, but God bless that child who's got her own, who's got her own, yes. Well, the strong, they get more, while the weak ones fade. Empty pockets don't ever make the great now. Mama may have, Papa he may have. I said, God bless that child who's got his own, who's got his own. God bless that child. Money, you've got lots of friends just hanging round the door. When that money's gone, all your spending ends. They don't come no more. Rich relations, they do give cross of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much now. Mama may have, Papa he may have, but God bless that child who's got his own, who's got his own, his own. hang around your door. When you're gone, spending ends, they don't come no more. Rich relations they give, cross of bread and such. You can help yourself. Don't take too much though. Mama may have, Papa he may have. Oh yes, God bless that child who's got a home, got a home. God bless that child. She's got her home. He's got his own. God bless that child. Thank you, thank you. So one of the things that happened last year in 2020 for me was it was the first year that I did not get to go to Kennywood Park to ride the Thunderbolt. And I was really disappointed. And we're going to do a little Latin crossover version of a song that's called Under the Boardwalk. And you can sing along, okay? This is if you know it and you want to sing it. If you sing off key, I like to tell you, people may just move. That's all. They can move. Okay. So feel free to let it rip. And there's a line in here that talks about French fries. And that reminds me of Kennywood every time I do a little version of this song. When the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea now, yeah, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. From the park you'll hear happy sounds from the carousel. I can almost taste the French fries they sell. Come on now under the boardwalk, well down by the sea, yeah, yes. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. People walking above under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk. sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof. And your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Come on now, under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yes. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. From Kennywood Park I hear happy sounds from the carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs, French fries they sell. Well, now under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, yes. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. People walking above under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love under the boardwalk, the boardwalk. Shabba-dabba-dip-dip-dip-wee, shabba-dabba-dip-wee. Lullaby of birdland, that's what I always hear. When you sigh, never in my wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves, Bill and Coo? When they love, that's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And there's a weepy old willow, he really knows how to cry. That's how I'd cry in my pillow if you should tell me farewell and goodbye. Lullaby of birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, and we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above. Oh, because we're in love. That's what I always hear. When you sigh, never in my wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves, Bill and Coo? When they love, that's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And there's a weepy old willow, he really knows how to cry. That's how I'd cry in my pillow if you should tell me farewell and goodbye. Lullaby of birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, and we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above. Oh, because we're in love. Shabba-dabba-dip-dip-dip-wee.
Thank you, Lullaby Birdland. I had to do that because when I first came, all you could hear were the birds singing, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful thing. In the jazz and blues genre, I don't know if you realize how many songs have birds in them. Bluebirds, skylarks, there's so many. But this is a song called I Wish You Love. This was not a jazz song, although it became something that a lot of jazz people would come and make their own. This was a song that came from France, and it has a bird in it. So here's I Wish You Love, Latin style. You bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss. But more than this, I wish you love. And in July, a lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. I wish you health, but more than wealth, I wish you love. My breaking heart, and I agree that you and I, we can never be. So with my best, my very best, I set you free. I wish you shelter from these storms, a cozy fire to keep you warm. But most of all, when raindrops fall, I wish you love. Hey, yeah. I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss. But more than this, I wish you love. And in July, a lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. I wish you health, but more than wealth, I wish you love. My breaking heart, and I agree that you and I, we can never be. So with my best, my very best, I set you free. I wish you shelter from the storm, a cozy fire to keep you warm. But most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. Yeah, yeah. Most of all, when raindrops fall, I wish you love. Oh, yes.
most of all, when raindrops fall, I wish you love. I wish you love. Love. I wish you love. Love.
So, what is wonderful about Mark Strickland, one of the many things that's wonderful about Mark Strickland, is that he's game for a lot of things. So when we first started to play music together, we would put together set lists, and I would never abide by them. And so after a time, we stopped putting together set lists and just kind of went with the flow of the songs that were kind of popping up in our heads and wanted to be performed. And Mark, sometimes when you have so many songs in one's head like Mark does, sometimes he'll say to me and whisper, "How does that go again?" And I'll whisper a melody in his ear, and he'll have the entire song under his fingers and just come up with the chords. And he's just an amazing one-man band, so let's give him a hand. So Tony Bennett recently had a big party, and a lot of people sang with him to honor him and his long career in jazz and singing. And there's a song that he and Michael Bublé recorded together. And I just thought it was so wonderful to see him performing and partnering and doing duos and duets with so many different people from so many different genres and different ages and stages of life and walks of life. And during COVID, the song "Don't Get Around Much Anymore" really was appropriate for me. So I sat at my piano and played a lot of piano to my two dogs. And Mark and I would speak, and I'd say to him every now and again, "When are we going to go out and perform live again?" Right? And we're like, "Not yet. Not yet." Not yet. Eventually we said we would, and we're going to do this tune for you now. Don't get around much anymore. We're glad to be out with you.
Missed the Saturday dance. Heard they crowded the floor. Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore, no. Darling, I guess that my mind's more at ease. Nevertheless, waster of memories, been invited on dates. Might have gone, but what for? As it is different without you. Don't get around much anymore, no, no. about you. Don't get around much anymore. That I visit that club, got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess that my mind's more at ease. Nevertheless, I stir up memories, but if I did on days, I might have gone before. Yeah, it's different without you. Don't get around much anymore. No, no, it's different without you. Don't get around much anymore. It's different, different, different without you. Don't get around much anymore. No, no.
Thank you, thank you. And we did have a request for this show, so we are going to take a short break in a moment. Let me see what time we have here. We're going to take a short break and say hello to everybody, be back with a shorter second set. But this is a song that was requested quite a bit during the pandemic. Mark doesn't know what I'm talking about. And what happened was a lot of people during the lockdown were requesting songs, and so we would just play them and put them out over social media from our homes. And I thought it was interesting, the themes of the songs, the lyrics of the songs that were requested during the pandemic. This is one of them. This is what I'm talking about. If you know it, you can sing it, like I said. One of the most requested songs during the coronavirus pandemic.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light you'll see, I won't cry, I won't cry, I won't shed one tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Hey, stand by me. Please stand now. Stand by me now. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should crumble and fall, or the mountain should tumble into the sea, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, you should stand by me. Hey, stand by me. Please stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light you'll see. I won't cry,